Welcome back to the Elitists. I'm joined here with Dugan. Say hi, Dugan.
Well, hello.
And
I'm Epic.
they released a new blog post on Waypoint about Halo Infinite a few days ago, and then they released one about Halo 3 and the new cosmetics today, so we're going to go through those and talk about them. So.
Exciting news.
Very exciting. Very exciting. So the
Now
first
pictures.
image that they have on here is of some concept art of Zeta Halo.
Like we've seen like 100 times before.
Like I like that it looks like the classic
4
Halo
4
1
on there.
ring. Like it looks a lot more like, well, you know how Halo 4 had
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
ring where it had like a lot of ribs. It was a ribbed ring.
Yeah.
I like that this one
Definitive ribs.
has got the smoothness of the Halo 1 ring, for sure.
Yeah, and it's got the big, Liberty Bell type of circles right there.
Yeah. All right. So the next image is actually some in-game screenshot. It says
No,
here
this
that
one
it's on the
excites me.
PC. Yeah, this one's pretty good. You can see a lot better textures. We're not having a Craig situation here. The textures and the lighting look incredible.
Yeah, I don't see a lot of the cylinder. From the E3 footage, there was the cylinder look of the cracking of the ring. Is this showing us, like, you can see out there in the distance how the ring's already broken up? But this part has no, those weird, the land, when the land was coming up, you saw
Yeah,
the
I know what you're
cylinders
saying. I
running
think
down.
this is some
Has
right
a
here,
lot.
right below this curved structure at the top. Looks like a
It
bridge.
could be, yeah. It's good to see that it's not the whole map. It's very classic right here. Also, the Forerunner structure right there.
Forerunner
Going
structure in
definitely
the
back to a
background out
CE
here.
route.
Or this one right here. In
Yeah.
the foreground.
Both of them look very classic in their design, very sleek. You can even tell there's a little wear and tear on them. Looks like it gives that appearance.
Usually they try to make it look clean, but it's interesting that they're adding these like drips, like to show that it's been weathering here for a while.
Now you're more of a lore guy than me. So this ring hasn't been used in a while. Obviously, we're talking a long time.
Yeah, this is I think the only ring from the original set, and then before they remade them all. This was the only one that was carried over into the new array of rings. Now, there's also something interesting. First of all, the lighting here in front of the Warthog looks pretty fantastic. Like, that looks really great.
Oh, yeah.
But then this in the background, this one right back here in the background, this reminds me, I don't know if you remember from Halo 2, the one where you play as the Arbiter and you're defending Quarantine Zone. This looks kind of like a Quarantine Zone kind of structure to me. It also kind of looks like that thing on the Halo 2 map, Ascension, in the middle of the map.
Yeah. It definitely has that appeal to it. I see where you're coming from. It has that bowl shape in the middle, and it's got the the point at top where it meets.
There's also a ship back here. I don't know if you've noticed it. Some people think that it's part of the ring that's broken right behind it, but it's definitely a ship. This is definitely some kind of ship.
That doesn't look ring to me. That definitely looks like a ship, possibly dropping off. Yeah, you can see, is that a star or a jet in the back?
This right here, I don't know if this is the front or the back. I think this is the front and this is the back right here. I think that the front is on the right. So, could be banished. Doubt it's human. Could also be part of the other faction, the Harbinger faction. No one really knows what that is yet.
Yeah, interesting. That guy, yeah. So, they're talking about an open yet linear type of play style. You think we're going to be able to go all over that? All over this
I'd like to think
terrain?
everything we see here, except for, I can't imagine they'll let us go to the tips of the mountains. I think they'll let us go around the mountains. But I mean, I guess maybe with the grappling hook we can climb these mountains, but that doesn't seem believable to me. That doesn't seem like something.
Yeah.
If they do, then that'd be fantastic. But from past Halo games, I wouldn't get my hopes up.
Yeah, going back to that picture, actually, I want to bring up something real quick. You notice that little green kind of scattered throughout the bottom of this Forerunner structure?
Yeah, I see.
Kind of behind the trees right there. Is Superman about to land? Are we getting some kryptonite? Or what's going on with that, you think?
Oh, I don't know, actually. So not often you see green lights, I don't feel like, unless there's flood or something. So, very interesting.
Yeah. definitely gives that the CE Death Island Big Team Battle map. That there's a segment that has this similar to this array on it. Kind of gives me that vibe. Definitely going for that CE reboot right here.
All right, so
CE.
moving to the next image, we've got more concept art. It looks like a.
Mhm.
I can't tell if this is a human ship or
This is
a banished.
banished.
Yeah,
This is banished for sure.
It is. Yeah, I guess this holographic table in the middle probably really screams.
Very metallically, very metallic. Something I would consider banish. Got that red going on. I like the look of it. I feel like, with all these different factions, uniqueness is definitely something that 343 is definitely going to have to put an emphasis on. And I feel like the banished have this this nostalgic feel, yet this unique vibe with this metallic key, more red, more definitely shiny. Definitely shiny in there.
It is definitely a very metallic-y, red and gunmetal really is kind of their.
Gunmetal, yeah, I would. That's the nail on
It's
the
rusted. You
collar
can see
reference.
rust all over stuff. It looks battle hardened. Like this is not.
Oh
Not like the
yeah.
Covenant or the
Similar.
Queen.
Yeah, not much more to go off of that other than that. There's not a little secret.
Let's take a look at this next
Now
concept
this is.
Yeah, we got a cool looking banished base. Like.
Oh, there's actually another gate in front of the structure, a little small
Yeah.
one right there.
I
Interesting.
got a very small
So
wall
they kept
here.
that really good.
Really,
Now they did say that, it's a sandbox type game. You can approach this any way you want.
I can see a lot
that
of ways
gives
to approach this. I mean, hopefully they have entrances all over something like this where you don't just have to go in this front gate. You can, maybe there's a way in right here you head up, or maybe you can come in the side, or maybe even there's a hatch on top.
Yeah.
Who knows what kind of stuff they're gonna do.
You can see even a ravine right there. You see it to the bottom left, that ravine. That'd be sick if there's like maybe some underground cave system that you can go up through the castle, maybe, or just another port entry. It definitely looks. I like the vibe that's going on.
Yeah, it almost has this Lord of the Rings like orc kind of vibe. Like it almost feels like something that you'd see with the Sauron's army or something.
Yeah. I was gonna say something on Star Wars too. You know what I mean? Like out of the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Mandalorian, that one prison episode. This looks very reminiscent of that to me, and I feel like it's a good thing. Good thing for sure.
All right, so now we got more in-game footage. I mean, in-game pictures. We've got the whole entire day-night cycle. They show this thing and this.
Absolutely fantastic.
It looks pretty fucking great. I don't know if you've seen. There are wildlife in some of these photos. It's hard to really get a good zoom on them, but there's little like groundhog things. Really, the light looks fantastic coming on this thing in some of these images. I mean,
it does. It does. The progress they've made has definitely been worth it. For sure. Taking this extra time.
Now, in this post, they did say that they're... Oh, wow, this one looks just incredible. In this post...
that one... Now, so this definitely adds the other element of the sandbox, right? The enemies it's going to be harder to see at night. You'll be able to sneak in, definitely. I can see some interesting tactics being replayability for this.
Hopefully they have some good like flashlight quality, hopefully it looks nice. So moving on to another really juicy one.
This is where it gets controversial.
Now, I just want to say this thing looks a lot like the big Forerunner towers.
That mission. That mission when you fall down from
See these right here? Like these, this looks incredibly reminiscent. This is very 343 Forerunner. Like you can come up to this one. This is, they've got Bungie era Forerunner. This is very Bungie era. Like they did not do much to change this right here.
It almost looks newer. Am I wrong? It doesn't look like it has much. Oh, I guess it does. Actually,
this all looks much newer.
Bit more.
Like to me, this looks much newer, much more active.
Something turned on. Definitely activated.
It's a very interesting thing. Some people online have think that it might be something like a dungeon. Like maybe these are all over the map, and you capture it, and then you kind of get a view of the whole area.
Yeah, that's an interesting concept right there. I would be down for that. They have to make those dungeons, very very exciting each of them. I think it could.
We've got
probably
the new
from
sniper.
E3, honestly.
What are your thoughts on the new sniper?
Yeah, so I made that. So my thoughts on it. It looks like the Halo 2 anniversary one. If you just wiped out the FOV back all the way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just take it back all the way. It
Good
looks
check it out.
similar to that design with the big rod on it. I think that the scope could be a little bit bigger because that's kind of
Yeah, it is very
uh,
small. I thought that too.
looks more like a DMR. Kind of getting more towards that DMR range
Compared to the
of
Halo
a
5
scope.
sniper, it looks incredible though, because the Halo 5 snipers with that split scope that they had going on, I think this one looks much more Halo. I mean, it's a lot simpler of a
Yeah.
design.
Ah,
Let's see, what's in the next image? We've got
damn.
a couple Banshees. We've got that ship in the background
Mhm.
again, so that's definitely confirming that that's not part of the ring, because it's in this image too.
Yeah, yeah.
That
It would
is a
definitely
part
look more
of the map.
distant.
That ship is something probably big in the story.
Mm-hmm.
You can see here
Yeah.
we've got those circles from the first trailer. Maybe these aren't even the circles. These look more angular. These maybe a pathway to something.
Yeah.
There's something behind this
Yeah.
mountain here, and you can see, is that a scarab maybe? Like that looks like a scarab leg, doesn't it, right there?
That's
Who
something
knows?
coming over. Yeah, it could be definitely. Hard to put it together.
We've got another
No.
ascension-like structure. Look, that is definitely an ascension-like
Okay.
structure. That's got the 3 arms again. This is also a base. We've got a very large. This is the base from that concept art.
You think so?
I mean, look
'Cause
at
it's
it.
gotta
Isn't
be.
this almost exactly what that
Mhm.
was? Got some banished
Yeah.
banshees here. They look like a very
Yeah,
Halo Reach kind of style banshee.
Reach. That's what I was gonna bring up as well. Not a bad thing. I like the look of the banshee. I like the red aesthetic to it. Definitely pleasing. See anything in the distance? Definitely more fragments of the ring. The land coming up. Yeah.
You can see how screwed up the ring looks. This doesn't look incredible to me. Like this looks kind of shitty graphics wise, but
Mm-hmm. The darkers need to be darker. You know what I mean? I
yeah,
don't know. Something looks a little funky there.
something
as well.
definitely looks funky. I love this.
I like the
image, though.
ring.
Seeing the ring.
Feels good to be back. Have that look back. Get some dead trees. Another speculation is, are when we play the campaign, is the map going to be changing? Like the E3 trailer, it seems like I have a lot more of that the land coming up.
It would be really
You know what I
cool
mean?
because we saw in Halo Wars 2 you can just control what parts of the ring get ejected. So I could see that making a return here pretty easily. I think that's
Maybe
the last
Cortana?
image for this, but it's a lot to think about. They gave us a lot more information now than they gave us the last 5 years of this game's development. So
Yeah. Yeah. Not as much as we wanted, but I mean something. It told us.
all right, thank you guys so much for watching this news update, and we'll catch you next time.
That's all for us. See you next time.